We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Welcome to the World Mike DeRico and his three hosts all set for a good one here. Greg, this is one of those interesting things because top to ball coaches say steam.
What's up, fellas? Bear with me right now, waiting for the roster to go live.
If we really got honest responses from some of these play callers in pregame, I think they're not even quite sure. Everyone goes in feeling really good about what they're doing. Really good about what they have to perspective. Can you adjust? Can you find the elements of that game plan that are best suited for having success in this game?
Ain't playing nobodies, man. I don't even want to go waste my time going after somebody that just want to play nobodies, man. Shit ain't worth my time.
This is going to be a legal foul if he's able to get it out. Once again, he's taking the field. 48-yard line. They come up first. Inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Vegas.
How to get free wins in MUT 101, just no huddle. Catch them in a bad defense and no huddle. They're either going to use the timeout or they're going to get had. Let me double check, make sure everything is set. Sometimes I come in here, I make a roster change and they reset my damn team abilities and shit. Alright, so it's 15-15. Defense. I think I was going to put 500. He's already got the Sam. So, what are we doing? What are we doing, chat? Probably change my right tackle and whatnot. Trying to see if there's any other space where I can get better. Looking.
Just west of the Las Vegas Strip. We're at the site of Super Bowl 58. Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Good to have with us Mike DeRico and Greg
Olsen with you.
You know,
Partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys
close to the
close to the
football,
football, the guys that line of scrimmage.
This is one where
Our eyes will be focused on that battle in the trenches
all game long.
all game long.
It
It
doesn't
doesn't
matter
matter
if
if
it's
it's Pee Wee
football, middle school
football,
or
or NFL
football.
football. You can only do offensively
what your
offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offensive defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass.
And the
The team that's able to impose their will
along
to the trenches,
I think that's going
that's going to be the team that's going to be celebrating in this one.
This drive starts at
21.
First and 10.
First and 10.
Higgins
Set in motion.
right to the air.
Runs Woolard.
Gets it away.
Gets home. And it's caught.
They'll get about 4 here as he is
taken down.
It's a great
It's a great example here. Just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field? How do you get the ball in his hands? A gain there of the 11. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Really nice
Explosive play there around the ground. And tell you what, these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team push through. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the lines and continue to generate these explosive runs. I think they need to run with it. The key to great defensive line play is to get all moves, to help you get off the ball, to get into the backfield. That's exactly what we saw here. Reed, get off the line, take down for loss.
From the gun,
Here's Woolard.
he'll air one
out for Higgins.
And
This is two in front. On his way to the T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And third down coming up. 50. Out of the gun.
he's going
to try it here again.
And post.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Terrific way to start this one right on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week if this secondary would get especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. We had a big play early. We got ourselves a 6-yard loss. Little now, following the touchdown, down to kick this one away.
Here comes a
Here comes a return from the top. He takes it across the 3-yard line. Well, this time he was able to create that enough. Good. First down. ground with Genty. And he's not going to get away. And the rebound on the other side of midfield. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Fields operating out the pistol. Out to his right. He's going to tuck it in.
Initially, Mike's really good job. Nowhere to go with the ball for this part. He's forced to pull it down into a runner.
First down. And he will shoot it to the end zone. Big play out of the running game. The back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about first, that's what we're talking about. They told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what we're talking about.
Here we go with Genty.
Not a real complicated
Do the Trump dance, hey.
Love it. You have confidence in both your back and your offensive line. Sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
This will be returned 6.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30.
So these might be big games, fancy, they really set that neutral tone for the rest of the game. Can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit down the road.
That's going to be incomplete. Very good there. And it's going to force a third down. Higgins set in motion. Throwing on third down. That's going to be incomplete. And just enough time in this opening quarter.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession, keeping their own territory. You want to pick up that first down to see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the Eric throw brings up fourth down. They're going to have to put that away.
Got him with the adjustment.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter play. A one-point game. 7 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown and great. That's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, you can take advantage of that. 1 second,
sudden after that turnover, Jones
Let the game.
on the field to go. Take advantage of the short field. Results in a nice touchdown. There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up two fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about getting into the game, and clearly the right choice.
The drive begins at the 20. First and 10.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
On second. It's second down.
Looking to throw. It's Wolf. Looking for Jefferson.
Baited him again. Keeps going for it.
Intercepted.
Nah, he out of there. Tired of getting masturbated over there. My little coin. Oh, it ain't 30,000 I was getting. We got to get back up there. So I'm about to sell some of my corners pretty soon. Just don't know. Let me see if there was a roster update. I'll check back sporadically. No roster update yet?
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city. But for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coach who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they will win the game. That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. Shits by him. And they'll get it inside to try to get
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, this is safe. They'll be hit down to 33, 5 yards on the play. This is safe.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Ward. He'll find the lane. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Patriots.
To throw, here's Ward. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into the coverage right there. There really any throwing lanes. The best part for him, he's got second and third down to back up.
Throwing is Ward. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 40. Getting it to him in space. He's off big time. That brings him down to 31. A first down carry for Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be snapped as Trey Green has the line of scrimmage. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Here's second and 10. Now Ward. Left side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a first down. First and goal, chance for an early statement here on the road. To throw is Ward. This one goes on the ground. And a stop inside at the 4. 3 yards as the game ends. Second and goal. Here's Ward. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Throwing now Ward. Flush towards right.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force it to Washington.
Going for it, here's Ward.
Bracket coverage, Fitch.
Picked up by Javon.
Block him, Diablo. Here we go.
And he's got it's a full base. And he takes it to the end of the end zone. Defense to so just a defensive just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels. It's been over this thing.
They pretty much like the march right to the field. They raced in no time, showing how impressive they're going to be in this game. They hit the quick score, and then they go for two safeties.
Surf's up, partner, and he surfs up. You ride
You probably said surf's up.
great about that quick drive, put in the end zone. Why not go for two? They feel comfortable. Play cool.
And the home crowd loves it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago. They threw a pick six, so we'll see if they can take that and carry the ball.
Sometimes I think it's almost that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. Now you're on the sidelines running for the ball. You're not hearing everyone's guys. You'll get them next time. They got it. That stuff just goes right out the window. Just as he let that go.
And now it's third down. Out of the gun. Oh, he's going to look down the field for Barkley.
It's called user adjustments, my guy. It's called user adjustments. You can't spam the same play on me. Put that outside quarter on that bitch. Made him think he was going to have it again. Slagging with this damn thing. It's like 6 o'clock. They ain't did the roster update yet. They used to do this shit like at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Whooping these boys like they black rain, bro, and they trash. That's crazy. Or they already did it. Was it a ninja roster update? I ain't getting no notification. Let's see what we work with that. I feel like there was much of a kitty. Why did it say there was an update? Let's say just, hmm, let's get this thing started then. All right. Back out of there.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
They really got team speed as a ranking. Hold on, you can see. Look at the fastest of every team. Also, the Bears look at management. Oh, they tell you like all the hidden and all that shit. It's a new feature. Their 5th fastest team. The Bills are the slowest team, one of the slowest teams in the game. The Broncos' top 5 pass rush. Most of their rosters, they got 38 normals. They are one of the slowest teams, but they can make shit happen with their blocking. They have no pass rush. Cardinals actually a top 5 pass speed team. Top 10 passing. Top 10. They got a top 5 pass rush. Good at running the ball. The Commanders are the best blocking team. Like, that right there, you cannot fuck that shit up. They got the best blocking team. You should make money shit happen with that. So all they can do is pass the ball. They are the fastest team in the game. I didn't know they had Minka again. I thought Minka was on the... When did they get Minka back? I thought Minka didn't want to be down there. And he went to the Steelers. They got Minka back, I guess. I ain't been paying much attention to other teams, though. Down the Eagles, down goddamn blanketing top 10s on everything. So just based on that, they got 7 superstars. Oh, so he just gave them back? Damn. They traded him for old-ass Ramsey. That's legit. Lions should be a top team to be picked. They got good stats, rushing, and they got pass rush. They don't have the best blocking, but who needs good blocking when you got the best passing attack or rushing attack? Oh my goodness. The only thing with them is their salary cap situation. They got too many mega contracts. They ranking high on a lot of stuff. So all I got is speed. I'm tell you something, my coverage is ass. But I got 6 hidden traits, so I'm probably going to start my hidden guys. Get it figured out one way or another. It says rebuilding status, so playoff hopeful, 2 hopeful, contenders, hopefuls, rebuild, hopeful, rebuild, hopeful, contender, rebuild, hopeful, 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 contender, rebuild, hopeful, rebuild, rebuild, rebuild. All right, question. How is a team rebuilding if they were never at the top? Like, what are they building? Fucking projects or something? Like, they were never at the top, so what are they rebuilding? You can't even say rebuilding. They're still building. Oh, boy, this is going to be a fun little CFM, bro. I'm telling you. All right, so I strongly suggest you fellas, when I bring y'all in, use a real-life coach. I'm going to tell you why. If you come in here trying to do like a custom coach, what's going to happen is the current coach of your team is going to get fired. Okay? And he's going to be available. And keep in mind, head coaches are high levels. They got a lot of these play sheets. They got a lot of these abilities. And if you come in with a rookie coach and you have that head coach on that current team as a free agent for any team to pick up, and mind you, in this other CFM I was in, somebody made a new coach or something, I don't know. I had no control over what happened. I thought the game glitched or something because my team fired my offensive coordinator. I was like, huh? I mean, we win week 4. My offensive coordinator gets fired. I'm 4-0. I'm like, what? So I just kind of, sit around trying to figure out what the fuck happened. And then guess what? My AI team, without my consent, hired Sean fucking McVay. All right? So I'm giving you a heads up right now. Do not make no fucking custom head coach, bro. Just play with your real life coach. That way you got it balanced across the board, man. All right? That way you don't give somebody else an advantage. You don't want to help nobody like that. So just use a real life coach.
You adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise. Preseason, regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
We're not even going to do the preseason. Actually, you know what? I have to. I should back out of this. And we should just we're going to skip preseason altogether. Trying to figure out how I want to do that. We want to start it. Because people don't want to do all that preseason shit. So we'll do it like this. I want to see if I can have the current roster right now and start at week 1 without the AI signing fucking free agents. I don't think that's possible. I really don't. I think we're going to have to start in preseason. Unless I do the start from a specific week. I think we could do that. Would y'all be opposed to starting where the week is, right now, the way the schedule is? We'll start at week 3? That way everything's intact. Everybody has their roster. Because, we're not going to be doing the trading and shit until after the season ends anyway. So I think that would probably be better. And it's not like no team's completely out of any pictures or anything. What y'all think? First year is basically to just kind of run through it, get used to your team, and get your salary cap fixed. Year 2 is where it's all really going to really start for real. Thinking that's what we need to do. Two weeks in, 3 weeks in, whatever. I don't think any team is in bad shape. Let's just do the weekly roster from the current week, whatever. That should be the way it is right now. So it'd be week 4.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
Real life coach.
The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise. Preseason, regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
It's going to be private. don't know if I can call it that because I feel like there's going to be somebody in here that's going to be asked. Week 4 going to be the password. All Madden. I'm going to put it on Sim because you want injuries. And comp has no injuries. And you just can't do that. It'll glitch out. Can't go arcade because there's no fatigue. So there's no fatigue on arcade, there's no injuries on comp. It's just dampened fatigue, so it's almost like you're not really getting fatigued on comp either. I'm going to do 4 minutes, no accelerated clock, no cooldowns. I'm going to let people play. Defensive play, no limits. Now, if something gets to a situation where we get in a game and they're just calling one play the entire game and, it just gets to that point, we might start, strapping it down a little bit. But for right now, just kind of leave it as is. They manage practice reps. I have all those at individual. It'll be disabled for year 1. Salary cap, free agent motivation, impact. Determine how much motivations affect players signing. Raising the impact makes it easier to sign interested players and more difficult to sign players with lower interest. It makes it easier to sign. Okay, so we'll make it a very high. Practice squad stealing will be on. Since y'all won't really have free agency, that'll be a way of getting yourself together. Now, don't just be roster dumping. Only if you have injuries. I put it in the Discord. No fucking relocations. Practice injury, we'll leave that off. I don't want nobody get hurt in practice mode, but turn those off for now. Set the number of players a team can negotiate on stage 1. Stage 2. Then stage 3, you can go for more. I think that'll make it fair because you got to think there's 32 players. Everyone deserves a shot at bidding. See, this is negotiations. I'll actually put that on 3, that on 5. Coach firing. You get kicked out of the league for sucking. I've seen that happen before. You can go in there and try to tank you want to, you're going to get kicked out of the league. See breakout scenarios that improve. We are turning breakouts off. Okay. And I have a reason for that. The reason why the scenarios are off is because you don't want to have this shit like MUT, in-game MUT, where you got like 25 abilities on each team. You know, it's like, no, I don't need all that. Dev trait regression. So every off season, it'll be based on performance. You fuck around and you just suck with a player, that's on you if you lose his abilities. Put that on 50. Before off season. Most of these you want to keep them at like 50%. Target amount of players to keep after regression occurs. You can keep that at 100. You don't need that many stars. So that should essentially be like 3 per team, and that should be like 10 per team. It's going to bring it down. That should be, if I go 300 on that, star players, that is, you got 32 teams. So that's like 10. It's still high. Superstar abilities. Leave them on. Let y'all control y'all abilities. We are not doing the trait edits. I've seen how that shit can be already. People can stack all the perfect abilities. And traits have guys that won't commit penalties and all that. We'll leave that off. Ability edit controls. One who can edit not only even if this is set to any user. This setting determines what superstar or something. Leave it as is. Minimum roster size is 46. Alright. The amount of players a user can add or remove. So that's one adjustment per week. That's one sign, one release. That way y'all ain't doing all these crazy ass roster adjustment shit. Player overall cut restrictions. Not releasing anybody. I'd say 90 overall or higher. Because I know there's going to come a situation like this. This right here is going to come a situation like if I don't set things the way that they're supposed to be, and I just let people just skinny dip in free agency and just do all this crazy shit with their roster, what's going to happen is we're going to get into year 2, and all those players that they sign, they're free agents. It's a 1-year deal. You're going to lose all of them, right? And then you're still going to have your cap penalties from all the players you released because you wanted to fill your team with free agents. And you're going to find yourself in a situation where some of those contracts you already had are going into the second year of it, where the cap goes up on them. And you might not have enough money for that. So what happens is, if I set that to, like, let's say the guy that you have is like even somewhere over 90, then you're not even going to be able to release them, and you're not going to be able to afford to put a team on the field. So y'all have to manage your team for the long term. Okay, y'all don't come in here and just be trying to sabotage your long-term prowess by just doing all these weird roster moves. Okay, get what you got and play. All right. Off-season player cut limit. May cut during each off-season stage. We'll go 2 per week. Turn that off. All right. So everyone should have their roster, and we got to get this thing filled. The reason why I chose it to where it is right now is that way we ain't got to go through the waiting process of preseason, because nobody want to play their preseason shit anyway. And we're early enough in the season where people can still make an impact for their teams or whatnot. So just kind of double check the stats and whatnot, and see where everybody's at. Puka Nacua leading the league in receptions. So y'all can kind of look at some of these player stats to see where y'all want to be. Like I said, if you need the invite, whatever, if you just need the information to join, you need to be in the Discord. If you're not going to be in the Discord, there's no point trying to join. All right? And I'm very strict on some of these rules. Because if you join and you ain't joined the Discord and you don't know the rules, and you come in and you break one of the rules, there is an auto ban on some of those things that I have mentioned in the Discord. So if you need the Discord information, I'll put it in the chat for you guys. Sure, everybody that's new to the channel, whatever, joining in, interested or whatnot, make sure you join that. So they got Herbert up here. Not bad. So Herbert's leading. You got Daniel Jones over here, like, showing out. Look at him. Drake May doing pretty decent. Patriots. Russell Wilson. Now Lamar Jackson got 9 touchdowns and no interceptions. What? Williams, Caleb got 7-1. Baker Mayfield doing. Some of these quarterbacks doing pretty good. Hurts. Daniels. We got to fix Genty, bro. Genty not doing so good. We gonna fix him. These are your rushing leaders. You got the Colts, the Bills, you know, ETN, Henry, Robinson, but he ain't got no touchdown. You got Robinson. Boy, Puka Nakua out here putting work in. Jackson, Migba, Pearsall, Malik Neighbors out here balling. Jamar Chase, Quentin Johnson. Watch Kobe doing his thing. He ain't got no touchdown yet, but Trey Tucker doing his thing. Gary leading the league in sacks. Garrett behind them. Brian Burns. Got 3 sacks. What? We got Edmonds. Not bad. All right, now we got to get this thing filled up with some users. I ain't gonna have too much. I'm gonna probably just screenshot. Make sure you're in the Discord first. Get in here, just join it. Just to be joining. Anybody joined yet? All right, how do you? Not very good with these. Let's see. All right. So if you need to join, y'all can look at, whatever it is that you feel like you need to look at to make your determination on what team you want to be. Well, we got to get these things straightened out. Try not to make, AI still, because I want flags. There's no comp is for those game modes where you don't want that type of thing. Like, you want injuries, you want flags. If you don't, then you're just going to have a busted up CFM where people are going to take their super powered players or whatever and then just go crazy with them. Okay, there's nothing going to be stopping them. You get like an 18 game season. You have somebody just throwing 500 yards a game or something to one receiver over and over and over. With comp, there's no way of slowing him down, if you will. If he's doing something effective, it's going to build something called morale. Right? The higher that morale gets with a higher level player is the worse it's going to be for trying to defend him. So that's why I try not to do CFM on comp. I kind of leave that to Mutt or leave that to regs It really has no place in CFM. Same thing with arcade. I'm not really an arcade guy. Excuse me. But I posted the password and the league name in the Discord. And if y'all can get players to join, cool. It'll probably be a little while, but y'all won't have to worry about the preseason phase. We're starting where they're at this week, and we'll go from there. Okay. Like I said, there's not going to be no trades or anything going on year one, because the main thing, I want to try to help everybody the best I can with their salary cap situation. I want this to be a multi-year league. I don't want it to be like one and done, and then everything that you built for is done like before, like when the Super Bowl gets played. It's like people just stop playing. Okay, it's not going to be like that. I've seen too many leagues. They do all these weird shits, and that's exactly what happens. Shit dies out. So we're trying to leave motivation for people to continue and want to play multiple years. Try to give y'all like a good idea on these team salaries, right? I keep saying this and reiterating it. You get the cap penalty and your cap space. I always try to manufacture. I have that cap space to spend for this year. Yes, true. Okay. So if I sign like 1-year contracts, here or there, cool, whatever. But you can also use that current cap space to restructure contracts if you need to, all right, for that year. But you got to be careful with restructuring contracts because it rolls over to the end of the year. Like this team, they actually did pretty good. If you kind of look at how the contracts are set up, like it gets lower, stays about a median, right? And it's kind of what you're looking at. His jumps up, but then it goes back to a median. Like I said, Jeremy Chin's, his jumps up. And you always got to pay attention to those jump ups. See, like Genty's is going to jump up. Like his is going to get crazy because he's a rookie top 5 pick or whatever, top 6 pick. So that means, okay, all those contracts are going up like that, then, I'm probably not going to re-sign Jacoby. He's probably going to be a free agent, Then you got Geno. He's making 40 this year, and then it drops, and then it goes up. So you got to pay attention to how your contracts are scaled. So I'm kind of give you another idea. Oh yeah, there's some bad teams on here. So like if y'all are joining, remember year one's not necessarily for bragging rights. It's what you do after year one that counts. So I'm gonna give you a good example. Packers are a good ass team, but the management is where you're gonna kind of earn your bragging rights here because they got some ridiculous contracts that go like through the fucking roof, right? So you just kind of look at it. So his is going to add $7 million, and it's going to jump up. Year 2028, look at that shit. That's your quarterback. You'll be paying your quarterback $74 million a year, and you can't release it. Like you get penalized. All right. So same thing. Look at Michael Parsons. Look, his shit jump up 10 mil. Then it jump up 10 mil to another 7 mil. Then look at 2028, bro. You're going to have 2 players making up a third of your cap space. Like I said, it's going to be tough. So like in here, you might be thinking, okay, you need to draft a quarterback, in the last year of Micah's deal. It's a tough one, man. They're 28, 25, 28, 31. I don't know where they're getting this money from, but it's going to be interesting to see how some of these teams, like even the Giants, bro. Like the Giants did some weird shit. Go look at this. I think theirs was really between like Brian Burns and They overpaying for an 82 overall corner that's 26 years old. He's making too much. You got your left tackle. It's going to jump up like 16 mil in the course of 1 year. Now those contracts jump up. Javon Holland, your safety, is going to jump up another 8 mil. Dexter Lawrence going to go up another 4 mil for a nose tackle. That's expensive for a nose tackle. He's not even going to be on the field like that for real, unless you're a 3-3 base scheme or something. Tavon Thabano still first round pick, so he's about to be in those discussions. It's going to be interesting to see how some of y'all boys handle these contracts. I mean, I'm doing what I can to help you by eliminating the free agency pool thing year one. Like, you dip in free agency, bro, you cutting bait, you getting out. And I'll have to fix whatever you did. We're not doing no free agency year one. Look at this contract. This should go up and up. Okay. That boy go from 23 to 40. So y'all got to pay attention to stuff like this. Like when y'all are doing y'all contract, and I'll say this once, I say it 1,000 times. When y'all get up for y'all negotiations, obviously all right, so it says I got 25 players. I'm not signing all of these 25 players. If they trying to negotiate, I'm gonna look at my salaries and shit, and I'm gonna make my decisions off of that. I'm not signing all 25 of these guys. I'm gonna try to draft. I gotta put 2 players on my. It says I'm at 55 of 53. So that means somebody. How do I do that? That's my goal, is to make it past this. No, it hasn't started. I just started it at week 4 because I wanted to make sure everybody had their roster intact and the CPU didn't go crazy signing people and shit. You try to do that shit in preseason, and then it's just like a long ass waiting process for preseason. Nobody want to do all that. Trying to see, because they're gonna make me cut somebody, I think. It says I'm at 56. Alright, so I'm gonna have to put 2 players. Put him on a practice squad. I guess my practice squad's full, so let me go look at the practice squad. We got Terrell Edmonds. See, we got the legitimate practice squads. Got the legitimate practice squads. What? Like the JT Woods. They look pretty nice. Yep, we got the legitimate practice squads, fellas. These are the real ones. You won't get this if you start in preseason. So your thing is, if you get hurt, you got to pull from your practice squads, all right? Don't be in there just dipping in people's practice squad. Just be dipping in their practice squads. All the teams are up for grabs right now. First come, first serve. Like I said, no free agency dipping. I mean, if you're in a situation like where I'm at, where it says 55 or 53, I'm probably going to have to cut 2 players, so I'm going to make a decision on that. I probably should have had pre-existing injuries on, but we'll see. No trades year 1. Year one trades are off. The reason why is I want to help people get their cap situation figured out first. You know, I've done these CFMs, and it's like the first thing people do is they just like unload into the free agency pool, like dump their entire roster, or just dump like 20 players, and then just go in there and just pick all the certain players they want, and then they go into year two, and they have like a shitty ass cap situation where they can't even sign their players. I've seen that shit happen before. So we're just I'm trying to figure out, I guess because my practice squad is full, probably going to have to cut somebody. I'm not sure. I'm just in that situation. Or I might have to cut someone off the practice squad. And then just, it really depends. Got too many. I don't need this many defensive tackles, but I don't want them to get spooked either. No, I don't have a Sam. We'll probably figure it out. What's up, Javi? You interested in doing a CFL? Trying to see. I could probably cut him, bro. He's like 32 years old, bro. What the fuck he doing on the practice squad? No, you ain't got it yet? We're gonna let him go because he's on the practice squad. Let's see if there's somebody else on here that I can let go. Ain't gonna hurt me. He too damn old, man. He like 29. Why they got Driscoll, bro? I don't want no Jeff Driscoll. He's 32 years old. Alright, so fix that. That means I can go put him on the practice squad. That way I don't lose any money from. And then we'll put one of these defensive tackles on the practice squad. Gotta get Peggy's right, man. He's 23 years old. And just not up the speed for real. He ain't got no agility. We can put him on the practice squad, let him develop. We are good. We are good, fellas. Just gotta figure it out. But again, like I said, I'll put the Discord in the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all are in there first. You're gonna get it this week, Javi. Spend too much time. About 30 minutes and then get ready for work. My other job. I think what I am gonna do. Go ahead and get my play sheets right. This play sheet is like new. All right. So basically, you could come into a game, let's say you don't have like a specific formation. Well, you can get these play sheets and it'll give you access to the formations and stuff. So it's actually pretty good. Again, no customs, guys. They don't need joining CFM. I mean, you can do your audible on the fly sets, but don't come in here with like glitchy ass playbooks, man. Don't do that. You got play sheets. There should be no excuse for saying, "Oh, I need this." No, no, the fuck you don't. Stop that. Try to see. I need to get. I wish they would use like realistic. I wish they would use like realistic coordinators. All right, so we're gonna definitely get this play sheet for the dime. This is play sheets. All right, so he has the 3-3-5. So we need to get him the dime play sheet. So that's going to unlock all the dime defenses, just having that. Now, three-man in zone. See, I want to level that up because that's a big part of my defense. For real. Probably just get both of them. I don't really use the batch of blitzes. 4-2-5 is good, but he ain't got it locked yet. Taylor round load in the box. I don't really do those. Yes. Yeah, so we're just going to master the 3-3-5 and the dime. So we're going to have that. So I'll basically upgrade these two. All right, so all we got to do is get the mastery now. And that gives me 60 points. And you run that with aerial suppression because yeah, that aerial suppression is going to be a definite. That'll be perfect with my scheme. And that gives me 30 more, so might rock with the Mr. Dream. Yeah, we're gonna rock with the Mr. Dream because I'm a defensive minder guy. So we got them two mastered. So basically now I'll have like the knockouts and interception chances maxed out. I got the aerial suppression where you can't identify who I'm blitzing with. 'Cause I did play a game, bro, and like motherfuckers were getting identified. Like, what the fuck, right? So you definitely need to have something where they misidentify your guys. And then you go to your play sheets. You want to make sure that you got your defensive coach. We got him locked in for my defensive plays. Now, you don't want to come in here and then waste your points on a guy and he get fired, bro. They level 1, you don't even fucking touch them, bro. They got my offensive coordinator level 1. Fuck that. We got our defensive coordinator level 3. We gonna have him. He good, bro. We good. But that's what we're gonna be rocking. We got the dime play sheets, which I'm definitely gonna keep. See, he has a 4.25. I don't know. I might try to level the head coach's play sheets up and just kind of combine it with the defensive coordinators, and just let them kind of rock out. But see if anybody joined. And nobody has joined yet. Somebody joined with the. Who is the Chargers? Somebody joined, and please be specific because you need to be in the Discord. I hate to do weird shit. But that's pretty much going to be it. Make sure everybody's in there in the Discord. If you're not going to use Discord, then do not join this league. Because if something happens that goes against what we say in the Discord, then I got to keep it intact on what I said. You do something that I said no, then you got to go. Other than that, man, that's pretty much going to be the league. Hopefully we can get this thing filled up by this weekend, hopefully, or something like that. I'm trying to figure out who is the Chargers user. But yeah, those are pretty much our teams available. So try to figure this out. See who grabbed the Chargers. Who grabbed the Chargers? Can't wait to see. I'm gonna kind of leave it on hold for right now. I don't wanna do anything 'cause I got to get ready for work, and then we'll go from there. All right. So that's the CFM. Y'all want more information? I'll post it on the community, the Discord. You got to join the Discord first. All right. But I'll catch y'all later. I'm gonna get ready for work. Okay, I'm trying to figure out who this Charger guy is, man. No one said anything. I want to make sure everybody's in the Discord that's joining. I hate to remove him and then his coach took out of the game. Okay. Just for right now, until I get everything situated, make sure everybody's in the Discord first. Can you just, if you're not in the Discord, can have you in there, and then nobody can reach out to you. But I'm gonna get ready for work, fellas. If you need an invite, let me know. Just make sure you're in the Discord first, all right? Because I don't want you joining and then not know the rules that are posted, and then you break one of those rules, and then I just have to lay the hammer down, what I had already said. But other than that, just if you're interested, let me know, okay?